1-2. Swung on and miss. Fuchs
coming in right side. Sip. Goes down to the slide and gets it.
Nelson's going to take off on the pitch. Switches it called. Strike 3. Anderson.
Wes Marshall pitches a ground ball through the infield on the left side. One will score. They're going to wave a second runner around. Throw will come to the plate. It is not in time.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Pleasant good evening, everybody, and welcome to New Rockford for tonight's Region 3 baseball game. I'm Greg for your live event. Thanks for tuning in here tonight. We're running a bit behind schedule here as this game was set to start at 6 o'clock, but there's actually 4 games before this one, so this will be the last game of the evening now. Carrington and South Border coming up right here on your live event, and the games that took place before this one earlier this morning. It was Langdon over New Rockford Cheyenne, 10-7. Actually, that was the second game of the year, or of the day. The first game was actually Lemoore Litchfield Marion beat Langdon 3-2. Then it was Langdon over New Rockford Cheyenne, 10-7. Third game saw Park River defeat Lemoore Litchfield Marion. I don't have a final on that one, but it looks like Park River beat Lemoore Litchfield Marion. The fourth game that just finished up was New Rockford Cheyenne over South Border, 10-6. And we got South Border and Carrington coming up next for you right here on yourliveevent.com. So we're probably going to be starting about an hour late here in New Rockford, but nice weather. They do have lights here in New Rockford, and so we should be getting this game underway here shortly. Here in New Rockford, this is actually a Carrington home game, as they're playing most, if not all, of their home games here in New Rockford this year, as Carrington Field Carrington City Park went through some renovations last year. Still kind of in the process and everything, finishing everything up. So probably won't get a game in there for sure in April. Not quite sure about May, but kind of see what happens. But yeah, Carrington's been playing all their home games here in New Rockford. So all right, well, we'll take our first break, and we'll come back. We'll meet both coaches. We got the starting lineups coming up. And then first pitch from New Rockford. It's Region 3 baseball right here on yourliveevent.com. Got South Border and Carrington next.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassiz Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems or working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they'll come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Call 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Did you know that Bassett Motors has over 300 pre-owned vehicles to choose from and a great selection of new vehicles arriving daily? At Bassett Motors, hometown hospitality and personal service is their goal. Come and experience a relaxed buying process. They will handle everything from financing and licensing to accessorizing your new vehicle. Give them a call at 701-652-2955 or check them out online at BassettMotors.com. Bassett Motors, where our customers send their friends. Life is full of surprises, and at Bickett Insurance Agency of Carrington, they're here to protect what matters most to you. Bickett Insurance is your local auto owner's insurance agency, offering home, auto, business, crop, health, or life insurance with personalized solutions tailored to your needs and budget. With over 20 years of experience, trust Bickett Insurance Agency to provide you with peace of mind. Let's ensure your future is secure with Bickett Insurance Agency services, serving Foster and Stutzman counties and throughout the state of North Dakota. Bickett Insurance, your local auto owner's insurance agency, protecting what matters most.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Transform your home with Central City Lumber, your one-stop shop for all your home improvement needs. From showplace cabinets, stylish flooring, and Valspar paint, they have everything you need to bring your vision to life. Their expert team is here to help you choose the perfect materials and provide expert advice for your project. Plus, they build custom portable homes that can be moved anywhere in North Dakota. Visit Central City Lumber in Carrington today and see why they're the go-to destination for home improvement. Stop by and let's get started on your next project. Central City Lumber, quality you can build on.
Welcome back to the pregame report here on yourliveevent.com. We're in New Rockford for Region 3 baseball action at South Border and Carrington tonight. My name is Greg. Thanks for tuning in. Wayne Shipman joins us right now, head coach for Carrington. Thanks, Coach, for taking time. Before we talk about another Region 3 matchup here tonight, let's talk about a nice win over New Rockford Cheyenne the other day, right?
Yeah, that was a very good win, 3-0. Played well on the field and got a well-pitched game from Tate. He pitched really well that day and scored just enough runs to win. Kids, I think it was 1-0 going to the 7th, and then we got 2 runs. Just got the ball in play like you need to. We had a guy on third and basically just told the hitter, you just need to get it in play. And he slapped it toward the shortstop, and we scored 1 run there. And then I can't remember how we got the other one, but yeah, we ended up getting 3 and we were able to hold them off.
Okay, let's talk about the Cardinal team right now. Who's maybe kind of stepping up that maybe you didn't expect in the beginning of the year?
I mean, I would have to say Tate Wolski. It's not that I didn't expect it, but he's played pretty well. I mean, he needs to get his bat going, I guess, but in the field and pitching, he's pitched very well. All of our pitchers have pitched pretty decent so far. It's just our fielding has been a bit of a struggle. But I think it's starting to get better with the practices outside, and we've hit, don't even know how many ground balls and fly balls to the kids the last week and a half, 2 weeks, whenever we can get outside on the fields over in the park, and seems like they're getting a little better. So,
okay, you're watching South Border. What do you think keys to victory today coming up here later?
I think we're going to have to probably score a few runs, and then we're going to have to play solid defense and make them have to score. As long as we can not commit errors, make the plays we can make, we'll be in good shape.
Okay, sounds good. Good luck tonight and the rest of the season.
All right, thank you.
That was head coach Wayne Shipman joining us on our pregame report, and we are already underway here. So it's 3-1 now to Blake Goebel. So it'll be Parker Salwai and Berkeley France here for the South Border Mustangs. Josh Pickett on the mound for the Carrington Cardinals right away here in the top of the first. Pitch and a foul, so it'll be count full now. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. We'll hear from head coach Tucker Meidinger of South Border. We'll do that coming up after this inning here. Head coach is Wayne Shipman for the Carrington Cardinals, assisted by Rick Christensen. Josh Pickett on the mound, the righty delivers. And there's a walk. So Blake Goebel will reach leadoff man on here for South Border in the top of the first inning. And now it'll be Parker Salwai for the South Border Mustangs. Mustangs are 2-2 on the year now. They fell to New Rockford Cheyenne earlier today. Game just finished up 10-6. New Rockford Cheyenne won it. So shows bunt there. No, I think that was a strike called. Let's see. Yep, 0-1 now to Parker Salwai of South Border. Bickett, the senior, delivers, and this one I think going to be a pass the catcher. So that'll take the runner to second base. So Goebel at second here with nobody out. For the South Border Mustangs. Catching is Max Whitman for the Carrington Cardinals. Here's a pitch swing and a fly ball. Center fielder going, that's going to go to the gap. And Parker Salwai rounding first. He'll dig for 2. Goebel rounding third. He'll score. Here's a shot at third and not in time. And Salwai stretches that double into a triple here. And South Border scores first. It's 1-0 on the bank forward of Carrington scoreboard. That went right to the right center field gap. And Salwai with some wheels there. And he stands at third base, scoring is Goebel. So 1-0. South Border leading Carrington on the bank forward of Carrington scoreboard here. So now it's Berkeley France for South Border Mustangs swinging a foul. So it'll be 0-1 to France. Pickett fires, and it sails high. It's going to be 1-1 to France. Carrington 2-0 in the region. South Border now 2-2. So grounder to second. That's going to get in. That'll be a base hit. That'll score another run. So South Border up 2-0 now after an RBI single off the bat of Berkeley, France. That scores Solway from third. So 2-0 South Border up over Carrington here, top of the first inning. Still nobody out for the Mustangs. Volnitsky bats now. Runner goes. Throw down and not in time. So France takes second, and he stands there now. Another runner in scoring position here for the Mustangs. So the Mustangs coming out early here in the top of the first over the Carrington Cardinals. Pickett sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. 0-1 to Kolnitsky. Actually, might be 1-1, I think. Nice night here in New Rockford. We'll try and get a game time temp for you. Running about an hour behind here. There were 4 games before this one, so another swing and a miss. So 61 degrees here in New Rockford, mostly sunny, and east winds at about 8 right now. So nice night, nice day for baseball here. I think that might be the swing and a miss. I think Nitschke's done. So 1 down now. Now it's Caleb Koziak for the South Border Mustangs. That's inside to Koziak. So runner at second here for the South Border Mustangs. That's Berkeley, France. Pickett sets, checks the runner. Here's the pitch home, and a swing and a foul by the plate. That'll be a strike. And the pitch. Called strike 3. That's number 7. I don't have a number 7 on my roster here, unfortunately. So strikeout. Now I think it's Colton Vetter at the plate for South Border. We'll double check here. Left-handed batter facing Bickett on the mound for the Cardinals. And the pitch. Swung at one upstairs. That'd be a strike. I think this is Vetter at the plate for South Border. Pickett checks second and delivers in. It's going to be a ball. To Vetter. So bank forward to Carrington scoreboard. 2-0 South Border here in the top of the first inning. Pitch another ball. So Carrington, Bickett sets, and now he looks the runner back to second base. Bickett again for the Cardinals. Ball. So I think it's ball 3 now to Vetter. 3 balls to Vetter of the South Border Mustangs. And the pitch. It's a grounder right past the pitcher. Shortstop gloves, fires, and got him. That's going to do it here for South Border, but they do come up with 2 runs. And yeah, that was number 11. That was Vetter. So Letter's out on a ground out to short, hit the pitcher's glove. But that'll do it here for South Border. So they'll come up with 2 runs, and they'll leave a runner stranded. And at the top, or heading into the bottom of the first inning, it's 2-0 with Carrington coming to bat. Let's keep it here, and we're going to air back the interview with Tucker Meidinger, the second-year head coach for the South Border Mustangs. We'll do that right now here on yourliveevent.com. Welcome back to the pregame report here on yourliveevent.com. My name is Greg. Tucker Meidinger joins us now for the Mustangs. The South Borders are taking on Carrington here in New Rockford for a Region 3 baseball contest. Tucker, let's talk about your last game. You fell to the Lobos, right, in that one?
Yep. Yeah. They're a really good team. They can hit the ball well. And yeah, they just got us.
Okay. And then, but that was their first, is that your first loss there in the region then?
Yep.
Okay. So how about the other teams? You're 2-1 right now in the region.
Yeah. 2-2 after today. New Rockford, we beat 2-0, and then Kidder County 4-3 earlier on there, and then just fell to New Rockford today. But
okay, what do you got to do to come out on Carrington tonight here?
We just got to play South Border ball. Be you, don't make mistakes, and have a little fun.
Okay, sounds good. Good luck tonight and the rest of the season.
All right, thanks.
At Sendak Cooperative, we are proud to be your trusted full-service grain, agronomy, and energy choice for our communities in central North Dakota. For all of your grain, agronomy, and energy decisions, they are proud to support our local farmers and communities we work and live in. With our state-of-the-art facilities and dedicated team, we ensure your farming operation will be looked at with care and efficiency. Whether you're looking for marketing decisions, agronomy needs, fuel for your operation, or a hot cup of coffee at their C-stores, Sendak Cooperative has you covered. Visit them online at sendakcooperative.com to learn more about how they can serve you. Sendak Cooperative, proud to serve our communities in central North Dakota.
Central Pharmacy is here to care for your whole health. With locations in Carrington and New Rockford, we offer comprehensive health screenings, including blood pressure checks, diabetes monitoring, and immunizations. Our expert team also provides complete medication reviews to ensure you're on the right track. At Central Pharmacy, we have everything you need for your health and living needs. Experience top-notch pharmacy services with a personal touch. Visit Central Pharmacy today, where your health is our priority. Central Pharmacy in Carrington and New Rockford. Your health, our mission.
All right, here we go. Home half of the first inning. And right now it's 2-0 South Border leading Carrington here on the Bank Ford of Carrington scoreboard. Cardinals will lead off with Josh Bickett. Then it'll be Tate Walski and Max Whitman. Swing and a miss from South Border. Pitcher, which is Cole Nitschke. So Cole Nitschke on the mound here. And the pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Righty Nitschke on the mound for the Mustangs. Picks and fires to Bickett. High. 2 balls, 1 strike to Josh Bickett. Defense for South Border. Caleb Koziak catching. Cole Nitschke on the mound. Kelby Opsahl at first. Liam Kiefer at second. Blake Goebel at short. Parker Solway at third. The ball. Left fielder Trent Johnson. Berkeley France in center. And then Connor Strobel in right. And head coach Tucker Meidinger in his second year, assisted by Colin Crabtree. South Border Mustangs. And the pitch. Outside going to be a walk. So Carrington has a leadoff man on. Now it's Tate Walski to bat. So Walski digs in here for the Cardinals. And the pitch. Outside. Runner takes off. Throw down, not in time. So good base running there by Bickett. As you notice, the pitch was outside. Koziak held on. So did a nice job there, but Bickett did a nice job base running and is at second base now. So Nitschke gets a sign from Koziak, fires. And it's going to be low. 2 balls, no strikes to Tate Walski at the plate for the Carrington Cardinals. Nitschke kicks and fires. There's a strike. 2-1 now to Tate Walski. In between innings, brought to you by Heartland Ready Mix with locations in Carrington and Devil's Lake. Low, so 3-1 now to Walski at the plate from Cole Nitschke of South Border. And the pitch misses. So now it's 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Walski. On deck here is Max Whitman, then Ethan Roller for the Cardinals in the home half of the first inning. Tying run at the plate for Carrington here in the home half of the first on the bank forward of Carrington's scoreboard. Pitch is high. It's going to be runners at the corners now. Nobody out for the Cardinals. So Whitman digs in to face Cole Nitschke of South Border. Pitch. Missing. Runner goes and not in time. So 2 in scoring position here for the Cardinals, and Whitman gets the pitch, and there's a strike. So I think it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Whitman now. Started this game a little bit before 7 o'clock here in New Rockford. So there are 4 games before this one, so we're running about an hour late here for this one. And strike. So we 1 and 2. Earlier today in the first game, saw Lemoore Litchfield Marion down Langdon 3-2. Game 2 saw Langdon over New Rockford Cheyenne 10-7. Game 3, Park River over Lemoore Litchfield Marion. Didn't catch a score in that one. And then New Rockford Cheyenne beat South Border 10-6, and this is the 5th and final game of the day. That one gets by. Bickett trying to take home and play at the plate, not in time. So the Cardinals get on the board here. That moves the runner up as well. So Carrington 2-1 now. Tying run at third and nobody out. So Whitman at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the right-handed batter and catcher for the Cardinals. And the pitch. Swung on. That's lifted to left field. That'll drop for a hit. That'll get past the center fielder. That'll go to the wall. Max Whitman rounding first. He's digging for 2. Now for 3. Here's the play at third and not in time. So nice job by Max Whitman. A triple here and knocking in a run for the Cardinals to tie this one at 2-2 in the bottom of the first. So Walski scores. So 2-2 now here. Still a runner at third, nobody out. Ethan Roller will bat for the Cardinals. So Cardinals bats doing a nice job here. Tie this one up in the home half of the first inning. The lights on now here in New Rockford. And the pitch. Swinging a miss, strike 1 to Roller. On deck here is Jacob Basons, number 5 batter. So Cole Nitschke fires. Sails outside, so be 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch goes outside, runner takes off, and no play. Cardinals have taken the lead. So Whitman scores. And it's 3-2. 1 ball, 1 strike to Roller at the plate for Carrington. Full line in the pitch from Nitschke. There's a strike first, or strike 2. 1-2 now to Roller. Swung at one upstairs. So Roller strikes out for the first out. Now Jacob Basons. So Cole Nitschke on the mound here for the Mustangs. Delivers. Outside, 1 ball, no strikes to Jacob Basons. Pitch from Nitschke. There's a strike. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. I think the Twins are in action too tonight. I think they're at home against the Angels, if I'm not mistaken. I got to double check. There's a swing and a miss. So 1-2 to Basons. NFL draft going on as well tonight. Round 2. Here's the pitch. Oh, kind of at the head there. So it'll be another ball. Looks like Angels and Twins are knotted at 1, top of the second. So we'll try our best to keep you up to date there in the Twin Cities for Twins baseball. Twins, I think, what do they got? 6 wins this year. Here's the pitch. That's inside. So 3-2. Count full of Basons. I think the White Sox, though, are in the cellar. Check the standings here for you. Pretty sure the White Sox are in the cellar with 3 wins or something. There's a swing and a strikeout. So that will do it here for Basons. 2 down. Here's Kalen Maring now. Yeah, Twins are 9-16. The White Sox are 6-19. So they're both Twins are in 4th, White Sox in 5th. Cellar. Strike 1 to Basons. The 6th batter to the plate here for Carrington in the home half of the first. Another strike. 0-2. Marion quickly down to the count. And the pitch. Just missing. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Maring. Full line and the pitch. Outside. 2-2 to Maring. Here's the 2-2 coming in. Ball strike 3. Maring gets caught looking for out number 3. All right, well, that'll do it here for inning number 1. And heading into the top of the second, your score is Carrington 3, South Border 2.
Want to stay up to date on things happening in Carrington? Tune in to Carrington Cardinals Community Chatter every Thursday night on your live event on YouTube. Join us for lively conversations with local leaders and officials. Get the latest on community events, meetings, and insights that matter most to you. Stay informed, stay connected with Carrington Cardinals Community Chatter, where our community comes alive. Carrington Cardinals Community Chatter, Thursday nights right here on your live event on YouTube.
In our community, we're dedicated to keeping you and your family healthy and strong. At CHI St. Alexius Health Carrington Medical Center, we offer top-tier care for everyone, including our local athletes. From routine checkups to specialized sports medicine, our expert team ensures you're in top shape to perform your best, caring for our community and supporting local athletes, because your health and performance are our top priorities. Dedicated to you and our athletes. Visit CHIStAlexiusHealth.org or call 701-652-2515 to learn more. CHI St. Alexius Health Carrington Medical Center, where care meets commitment.
At Carrington Public Schools, their mission is empowering our students for the future. You can visit their website, carrington.k12.nd.us, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Cardinals pride with student updates and events with Carrington Public Schools. Carrington Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Cardinals. Learn more at carrington.k12.nd.us.
Welcome back. Strike one to Liam Kiefer. This will be 7-8-9 batters here for South Border in the top of the second. 3-2 Cardinals. Pitch from Bickett. Swing and a miss. Be 0-2. Kiefer quickly down. Defense for Carrington. Josh Bickett Bickett is pitching. Then we got Max Whitman catching. Jamison Coots at first. Ethan Roller at second. Tate Wolski at short. Cody Otto at third. Taylor Marion left. Jacob Basons in center. And Leighton Savageau on right for head coach Wayne Shipman. 22nd year head coach for the Cardinals. Ball. So 1-2 now to Kiefer. Winding the pitch from Bickett. Fly ball. Center fielder going over. Left fielder underneath makes the play. Right in front of the center fielder there in left center field. So that's Marion making the put out. So Kiefer's out. Gonna fly out to left. Now here's Trent Johnson with one down. Misses ball one to Johnson. So 1 ball, no strikes to Johnson. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1 to Johnson. Bickett fires for the Cardinals. Strike. So Johnson gets caught looking there for out number 2. 2 down. Now it'll be Connor Strobel for South Border. Bickett delivers a strike to Strobel, 0-1. Full line of the pitch coming home. Sails high. 1 ball, 1 strike to Strobel. And the pitch. Ball. 2-1 to Strobel. There's a strike. 2-2 to Strobel now. Swing, fly ball, and that's going to drop for a hit to right field. So a 2-out hit for Strobel. Put a runner at first. Now Blake Goebel, the leadoff man, will bat. So tying run at first here for South Border and 2 down. Goebel walked his first time up facing Bickett, so he'll bat again here for the South Border Mustangs. Pitch is low. 1-0 to Goebel. Throw to first and back safe as a runner. Bickett sets and fires. And nice pitch in there for a strike. Runner goes, throw down, no throw. So Strobel at second base now with 2 down. So a tying run at second for the Mustangs here. Goebel at the plate. Pickett sets and fires. And there's a ball. Ball gets away. Throw it on his set third, and they get him out. Nice job by Whitman. I think it bounced off his glove. He picked it up and fired out Strobel as he tried to take third. So Strobel is gunned down at third. And that's going to do it here for South Border. So they'll leave the tying run stranded. And we will now head to the home half of the second. Your score on the Bank Ford of Carrington scoreboard is 3-2 Cardinals.
Dakota Growers Pasta Company of Carrington turns premium local durum wheat into a variety of mouth-watering pasta. From classic spaghetti to rich, hearty lasagna, their expert team crafts every shape and flavor with care. Their commitment to quality means you're getting pasta made with the finest local ingredients. Taste the difference that local durum wheat makes. For more information, visit 8avpasta.com and join them in celebrating the art of pasta making right in our community. Buen appetito!
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good!
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
All right, here we go. We're in the home half of the second inning. Welcome back here to New Rockford. I'm Greg for yourliveevent.com. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks again to all of our sponsors for making these broadcasts possible. In Between Innings brought to you by Heartland Ready Mix with locations in Carrington and Devils Lake. First offering from Nitschke here in the home half of the second, and it's in there for a strike to Jamison Coots. So Coots, Otto, and Rao here, 7-8-9 batters for the Cardinals in the home half of the second. Pitch from Cole Nitschke, sails high. 1-1 count even now to Jamison Coots, left-handed batter for the Cardinals at the plate. Pitch from Nitschke. Swing and a miss. Strike two to Coots. And the pitch from the righty. Swing and a miss. Coots strikes out for out number one. Now it's Cody Otto. So Otto digs in to face Nitschke here of South Border. And the righty fires. Roller foul back behind the plate. So we 0-1 to Cody Otto. Strike. So Otto quickly down the count here. No balls and two strikes to the junior. And the full wind of the pitch from Nitschke. Called strike three. Nope, gets away from the catcher. Catcher fires down to first and got him out. That was might have almost reached bag there, but just got him out. So Otto is out. Two down. Here's James Rao. Rao will bat now to face Cole Nitschke here of South Border. So Rau's his first plate appearance, number 9 batter for the Cardinals. And the pitch. There's a strike. 0-1 to Rao. Here comes the 0-1. Fly ball and foul down by the right field line. Right by the big light pole down there. So Rao quickly down 0-2 here now. So no balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. So Rao strikes out for out number 3. That's going to be a 1-2-3 inning here. All right, we'll head to the top of the third, and on the bank forward of Carrington scoreboard, it's 3-2 Cardinals.
At Gar Dental Center, dentistry is about people first. They're proud to offer exceptional care to Carrington and the surrounding areas. Meet Dr. Gar and Dr. Sam and their dedicated team of dental professionals. Gar Dental is your home for dental implants, along with a wide variety of services, including guided biofilm therapy. Their experienced dental team is here to ensure you smile with confidence. Visit them at gardental.com or call 701-652-2300 to schedule an appointment today.
See you soon.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
A foundation forged in their grandfather's shop. Matt and Mike Martins know firsthand the value of quality machinery. At Martins Welding and Machine, they rely on generations of knowledge and expertise in creating quality products for farmers, ranchers, residents, and businesses across North Dakota and beyond. To browse their full selection of bin caps, bale feeders, rock lifts, disc attachments, and more, visit martinswelding.com. Also ask about their power lift hydraulic doors. Martins Welding and Machine. Matt and Mike will make it right.
Welcome back to New Rockford. I'm Greg for YourLiveEvent.com, and we're heading into the top of third inning. 3-2, Carrington leading South Porter. And Pickett delivers to Blake Goebel. Be 1-2-3 batters here for the Mustangs. There's a swing and a pop-up by the first baseman. Cooch reaches, makes the grab. So Goebel is out on a up to the first baseman. 1 up and 1 down. Here's Parker Salwai now. Salwai will dig in. He had a triple his first time up, scored a run. All low. 1 ball, no strikes to Salwai. Pickett gets a sign from Whitman and the pitch. Nice pitch in there for a strike, 1-1. South Border down at the third base dugout. Carrington to first base. It's a Carrington home game here in New Rockford. And the pitch. Outside, try to get him a chase. 2-1 now to Salwai. Carrington Field not quite ready. Not sure if they're going to get a home game there this year at Carrington City Park. There's ball low. There's some renovations going on. Still some grass needing to be grown in the outfield. So drove by there the other day. It looks a little more green. Right field wall. Here's a fly ball, and that's going to drop in front of the center fielder for a base hit. So Salwai is 2 for 2. The 1 on and 1 down. Here's Berkeley France. So France a single. Had a lot of renovations going on there last fall at the Carrington City Park baseball field. So hoping to get back on there soon. But thanks everybody here in New Rockford for helping and letting us use the New Rockford baseball field. Here's a throw down at second and got him! So nice tag there at short. Nice throw by Whitman. So France is caught stealing for number 2. So 2 down. Here's France at the plate still. Pitch from Bickett. It's a grounder a pop-up, and let's see, third baseman can't make the play. In foul territory there over at third. Brant's the pitch. Going on, another pop-up. And this one's going to go center fielder. Reaches, makes the grab, and left center. So Masons makes the put out, and France is retired. Okay, that's going to do it here for South Border. No runs, nobody left. We've played 2.5, and your score is Carrington 3, South Border 2 on the Bank Forward of Carrington scoreboard.
Whether you're local or driving through Carrington, make sure to stop into the Prairie Inn restaurant. They have the best breakfast and coffee, but they also have some of the best dinner and supper entrees too. The Prairie Inn is your breakfast, dinner, and supper headquarters. Stop in and you can sink your teeth into some tasty sandwiches and soups. Take a trip through the Express Line salad bar with hot entree and, of course, the delicious pies and desserts. Located right by the roundabout in Carrington. Call 701-652-3976.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Welcome back here to New Rockford. I'm Greg for YourLiveEvent.com. Thanks for tuning in. We're off to the bottom of the third inning, and on the Bank Forward of Carrington scoreboard, it's Carrington 3, South Border 2. In between innings, brought to you by Heartland Ready Mix with locations in Carrington and Devils Lake. Josh Bickett will bat here to face Cole Nitschke. Line in the pitch. It's inside. 1 ball, no strikes to Josh Bickett. Walked his first at bat. On deck here is Wolski, then Whitman. And the pitch. Swing, fly ball. Center fielder tracking to his right. Underneath him makes the play. So Bickett is out on a fly out to center. Now Tate Wolski. Wolski swings and misses strike one. So be 0-1 to Wolski, who walked his first time up. And the pitch. And therefore inside. Hits the corner. Inside corner. So it's 0-2 Wolski quickly down in the count here. Here's the 0-2. And got him swinging. So Wolski's retired. 2 down. Now Max Whitman will bat for the Cardinals. From Nitschke. Chopper. Gonna go to short. Shortstop gloves. Fires. 1 hopper. And it's going to get past first baseman. Whitman will go for 2, and he'll stand at second base. So might be a throwing error there. Whitman at second base. Still 2 down. Here's Ethan Roller now. So the Cardinals keep the inning alive here. Roller 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. So Nitschke sets, checks the runner, and delivers. 0-1 to Roller. Pitch from Nitschke. Swing, strike 2 to Roller. So Roller down here. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Roller strikes out for out number 3. Okay, bottom of the third coming up next. Or I'm sorry, top of the fourth, rather. Top of the fourth coming up. And your score on the Bank Forward of Carrington scoreboard, 3-2 Carrington.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Did you know that Bassett Motors has over 300 pre-owned vehicles to choose from and a great selection of new vehicles arriving daily? At Bassett Motors, hometown hospitality and personal service is their goal. Come and experience a relaxed buying process. They will handle everything from financing and licensing to accessorizing your new vehicle. Give them a call at 701-652-2955 or check them out online at BassettMotors.com. Bassett Motors, where our customers send their friends.
Welcome back here to New Rockford. I'm Greg for YourLiveEvent.com, and we're heading to the top of the fourth inning. 3-2 Carrington. South Border scored first in the top of the first inning, and they've been held scoreless for 2 innings after. Carrington scored their 3 runs in the home half of the first, so South Border here. Let's see, they will send 4, 5, 6 batters here. Nitschke, Koziak, Vetter to face Cardinals. So Cole Nitschke will bat. He's 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up facing Josh Pickett. Be graduating from Carrington High School, I think, in exactly a month. I think the graduation's the 25th. There's a fly ball foul, if I'm not mistaken, for Carrington. Yeah, May 25th. Ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Cole Nitschke, and then Koziak and Vetter here for the Mustangs. And the pitch. Inside. 2-1 now. See if we get a Twins update for you. Oh, Twins up 3-1, bottom of the third over the Angels. There's a strike. Nice pitch. 2-2 to Nitschke. And the 2-2. Called strike 3. Nice pitch. So Nitschke gets caught looking for out number 1. Here's Caleb Koziak now. With 1 down, base is clear for South Border. Not much wind. Wind's under 10 here in New Rockford. Beautiful day. Here's the pitch. That's inside. 1-0 to Koziak. Full line of the pitch. Outside. 2-1 to Koziak. Here it is. Low. So 3 balls, no strikes to Koziak, who's 0 for 1. Struck out his first at bat. Here once again. So here's the pitch. There's a pop-up. Third baseman coming in. And first, the pitcher makes the play right between third and home. So Bickett makes the put out, and Koziak is retired on a pop up to the pitcher right on the baseline there. So 2 down, Colton Vetter now will bat. Colton Vetter 0 for 1, ground out. It's his first time at bat. Number 9 batter will dig in for the Mustangs, the South Border, and the pitch from Bickett. Ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Vetter. I think we're expecting rain coming up, I think, Sunday and Monday, I believe. There's a grounder to first baseman Coots, gloves it. Throws the pitcher, and out. Oh, did they call him safe? I think they did. I think, yeah, they called him safe. Bickett got the ball, but his foot wasn't quite there, or it got pulled off, so they will call him safe. So Vetter's safe at first. And now Liam Kiefer, number 7 batter in the order, rather. Now the throw to first. The ball's going to get away, go all the way to the wall. And that takes Vetter to second base now on the throwing error. So runner at second. So tying run at second here for South Border. And now we'll get a visit to the mound. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be back.
Come make pasta with us. Combine your love of North Dakota and agriculture with a great career at Dakota Growers. They provide you room to grow in your career, develop your skills, and they always put safety first in their state-of-the-art facility. Check out all of their fantastic opportunities at jobs.postholdings.com or scan the QR code. Contact Erica at 701-540-6152 or Wendy 701-997-5066.
Okay, so South Border trying to tie this one up here in the top of the 4th inning. Runner at second, 2 down. Liam Kiefer now, number 7 batter, will bat. Wasn't 7, 8, 9 batters. Apologies for that. Here's a pitch. It gets away from Whitman. That'll take the runner to third. So now Vetter at third base. So Kiefer, 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. Ball 2 to Kiefer. Bickett sets and fires. Low, ball 3 to Kiefer. I got Bickett down. This will be a 60-second pitch tonight here. Bickett checks third, sets and delivers. There's a strike. 3-1 to Kiefer. Strike 2. Swing and a miss. Count full now to Kiefer. Bickett sets and delivers. So foul territory, a fly ball over out of there at beyond the first base dugout. So it'll be still 3-2. So Kiefer stays alive with 3 balls and 2 strikes. Bickett, payoff. Fly ball. Center fielder tracking and makes the grab in center field. And Kiefer is out on a fly out to center. Okay, so the South Border Mustangs will leave the tying run at third. Now we will head to the home half of the 4th. And on the Bank Forward of Carrington scoreboard, it's 3-2, Carrington leading South Border. In between innings, brought to you by Heartland Ready Mix with locations in Carrington and Devils Lake. We'll be back.
At Our Dental Center, dentistry is about people first. They're proud to offer exceptional care to Carrington and the surrounding areas. Meet Dr. Gar and Dr. Sam and their dedicated team of dental professionals. Gar Dental is your home for dental implants, along with a wide variety of services, including guided biofilm therapy. Their experienced dental team is here to ensure you smile with confidence. Visit them at gardental.com or call 701-652-2300 to schedule an appointment today.
See you soon!
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Here we go. Home half of the fourth inning. Due up for Carrington will be 5, 6, 7 batters here. Basons, Mering, and Coots to face Cole Nitschke. South Border Mustangs here. 3-2 Carrington. So we had all the scoring so far in the first inning. And the pitch. It's a sharp line drive right to the second baseman, Kiefer, and he makes the putout. So Bason is out on a line drive out. One up and one down. Here's Talon Mering now, who struck out his first time up. So Mering will come to the plate with one down, bases clear here for the Cardinals. Pitch from Cole Nitschke. Very nice pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 to Mering. And the pitch. Outside. 1-1 to Mering. This game almost an hour old now here. So we started about an hour late. Here's the pitch. There's a strike. There's 4 games before this one. Baseball jamboree today. First game today saw Lemoore Litchfield Marion over Langdon 3-2. And the pitch. Swinging a fly. Let's go to left field. Left fielder tracking, coming on, and makes the play. So left fielder Johnson makes the put out. 2 up and 2 down. Here's Jamison Coots now for the Cardinals. Second game today saw Langdon over New Rockford Cheyenne 10-7. Third game saw Park River over Lemoore Litchfield Marion. Didn't catch a score on that one. Fourth game saw New Rockford Cheyenne over South Border 10-6, and this is the 5th game of the day. So one ball, no strikes to Coot at the plate for Carrington. Another ball. 2-0 to Coots. Right now, Carrington 2-0 and 2-4 overall. South Border 2-2 and then 2-2 overall as well. Here's the pitch. High. 3 balls to Coot, first baseman for Carrington. Right now, Lemoore Litchfield Marion got handed their first loss of the season to Park River today. They beat Langdon earlier. There's a walk. So a 2-out walk puts a runner at first. Now Cody Otto will bat here for the Cardinals. Region 1 or Region 2, Larimore is 4-1. Thompson 6-1. Northern Cass in Region 1, 10-2. According to the NDHSAA standings right now. There's a strike. Langdon 3-3. North Star 4-0. Bishop Ryan 10-2. Strike 2 to Otto. Grenville County in Region 7, 5-2. Relax Burlington 7-2. Region 8, Shiloh 6-2. Check swing and got away. So it's going to be, let's see, it must have been a drop third strike. And that'll put a runner at first now. So Otto at first. 2 on now. Pitch a strike to James Rao. Mitchke gets the sign, sits, and the pitch. Ball. Count even to Rao. 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. Cardinals trying to add to the lead here in the home half of the fourth. Runners at second and first, 2 down though. And the pitch. Swing, pop up. And second baseman running back and makes the play. Nice play there at second by Kiefer. As it's kind of a short fly ball and caught it in shallow right center field. So Rao is retired, and that's going to do it here for Carrington. They'll leave 2 on and no runs across. All right, we have played 4. And on the Bank Forward of Carrington scoreboard, it's 3-2, Carrington leading South Border. And our 5th inning brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance, Randy Huey Agency of Carrington. Give Randy a call for all your insurance needs. And they're located at 11 4th Avenue South here in Carrington. The number is 701-652-2185. So 652-2185. You can email randy.huey@fumic.com. Information there right above your screen on the left-hand side, right on the left-hand top side. So that's Farmers Union Insurance of Carrington, Randy Huey Agency. We'll be back.
Every shore with care. Their commitment to quality means you're getting pasta made with the finest local ingredients. Taste the difference that local durum wheat makes. For more information, visit 8avpasta.com and join them in celebrating the art of pasta making right in our community. Buen appetito!
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
8-9-1 batters here. Johnson, Strobel, Goebel to face Josh Bickett. It's 0-1. There's a swing, opposite field fly, and that'll drop for a hit in front of the right fielder, Savageau. So Johnson, a leadoff single, his first hit of the ball game, brings up Connor Strobel now, number 9 batter. So tying run at first for South Border here in the top of the 5th. Pitch from Bickett. Another fly ball, and this one's foul. 0-1 to Connor Strobel. Singled his first time up. There's a strike. No balls, 2 strikes to Strobel. So Strobel quickly down in the count here. And the pitch from Bickett. Swinging a fly ball. And the second baseman makes the play to second. No play at first. As it bounced right in front of him. That was a roller there. And then he barehanded it to second. So Strobel will reach on the fielder's choice. So 1 down now. Here's a strike to Goebel, who's 0 for 1, a walk and a flyout tonight for the leadoff man for the Mustangs. Still the tying run at first here for South Border, 1 down in the top of the 5th. And the pitch. And high chin music there. 1-1 to Goebel. And the pitch from Bickett. Sharply hit, and that's going to get past Roller into center field for a hit. So, Goebel a single, puts 2 on. And now Parker Solway, number 2 batter, will bat. He's 2 for 2 tonight, triple and a single. Bickett checks the runners. Fires. There's a rip and right to shortstop and tried to double up the runner, but no play. But nice play there by Walski at short. That was sharply hit and made a nice grab. So Solway is retired for the first time tonight. Two down. Now Berkeley France for the Mustangs. So tying run at second, go ahead at first for the South Border Mustangs here in the top of the 5th. Pitch. That's right to Roller. Gloves it. Fires and out. Nice play. That was sharp hop. And Roller made a nice play. 4-3. France is retired. And the Cardinals get out of the jam. All right, we'll head now to the bottom of the 5th. And on the Bank Forward of Carrington scoreboard, it's still 3-2 Cardinals.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the 3-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
At Gar Dental Center, dentistry is about people first. They're proud to offer exceptional care to Carrington and the surrounding areas. Meet Dr. Gar and Dr. Sam and their dedicated team of dental professionals. Gar Dental is your home for dental implants, along with a wide variety of services, including guided biofilm therapy. Their experienced dental team is here to ensure you smile with confidence. Visit them at gardental.com or call 701-652-2300 to schedule an appointment today.
See you soon.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Bottom of the 5th coming up. And for Carrington, 1-2-3 batters here. Bickett, Walski, Whitman to face Nitschke. Here's the pitch to Bickett. Here's a strike. It's 0-1. Nitschke got down. That's his 64th pitch now tonight. This game a little over an hour old now here. So we started about an hour late tonight. Here's the pitch. High. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bickett. Bickett, let's see, 0 for 1, walk and a fly out tonight. And the pitch. Outside and high. So 2-1 now to Bickett. Another ball. So 3 balls and 1 strike. Pitch from Nitschke. Third strike count full now to Bickett. On deck here's Walski, then in the hole is Whitman. And almost hit him. So we lead off man on for the Cardinals with Walski at bat now. Wolski digs in the pitch. It's a bunt. And pitcher gloves, fires over, and it'll be a sac bunt for Wolski. One down. Here's Max Whitman now, who's 1 for 2, a triple and reached on an error. Nitschke checks the runner, fires. That one gets away, and that'll go to the backstop, and that takes Bickett now to third base. Only one out here for the Cardinals in the bottom of the 5th. On the bank forward of Carrington's scoreboard, 3-2 Cardinals of Carrington leading. Infield playing in now with the runner at third. Here's a 1-0 to Whitman. So in a pop up. Pitcher right off the mound makes the play about 10 feet off or so. So Nitschke gets Whitman to pop up. And now, 2 down. Here's Roller. Roller struck out twice today against Cole Nitschke of South Border. The righty fires. It's a ball a little bit high. 1-0 to Roller. Roller, second baseman for Carrington. Here's the pitch from the righty Nitschke. There's a strike. 1-1 to Roller. And the pitch. Swinging a strike. 1-2 to Roller now. Full line of the pitch from Nitschke. Sails outside. Count even now. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Roller. Here's the 2-2. Swinging a fly. Center fielder tracking, coming on, and makes the put out. So Roller's out. On a fly out to center. That'll start a runner at third base. No runs across. We will now head to the top of the 6th. And on the bank forward of Carrington's scoreboard, it is 3-2 Carrington.
A foundation forged in their grandfather's shop. Matt and Mike Martins know firsthand the value of quality machinery. At Martins Welding and Machine, they rely on generations of knowledge and expertise in creating quality products for farmers, ranchers, residents, and businesses across North Dakota and beyond. To browse their full selection of bin caps, bale feeders, rock lifts, disc attachments, and more, visit martinswelding.com. Also ask about their power lift hydraulic doors. Martins Welding and Machine. Matt and Mike will make it right.
Whether you're local or driving through Carrington, make sure to stop into the Prairie Inn restaurant. They have the best breakfast and coffee, but they also have some of the best dinner and supper entrees too. The Prairie Inn is your breakfast, dinner, and supper headquarters. Stop in and you can sink your teeth into some tasty sandwiches and soups. Take a trip through the Express Line salad bar with hot entree and, of course, the delicious pies and desserts. Located right by the roundabout in Carrington. Call 701-652-3976.
All right, welcome back here to New Rockford. I'm Greg for YourLiveEvent.com. And thanks again for tuning in. We're heading into the top of the 6th. 3-2, Carrington leading South Border on the bank forward of Carrington scoreboard. 4, 5, 6 batters here for South Border. Nitschke leads it off. Here's a pitch from Bickett, and it misses 1-0. Cole Nitschke today has struck out twice against Bickett, so he's 0 for 2. And the pitch swung on, and that's a grounder, and that's going to be a foul ball down the third base side. So it'll be 1-1 now to Nitschke. Pitch from Bickett. Nice pitch in there for a strike. 1-2 to Nitschke. 1-2, and got him swinging. Polnitzki strikes out for out number 1. Now it's Caleb Koziak who's over 2, strikeout and a flyout for the number 5 batter for South Border. So far tonight. So far, all the runs in the first inning. South Border scored 2 in the top of the first. Carrington got 3 in the home half of the first. So far, the only scoring in this one. There's a ball. 1-0 to Koziak. South Border 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error, 4 left. Carrington 3 runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 4 left. And the pitch. Outside. 2-0 to Koziak. Here's a 2-0. Low 3-0 to Koziak. Here comes a 3-0. Swinging a pop-up. Swings a 3-0. And shortstop Walski makes the... No, he dropped it. The shortstop dropped it, Walski. So that will put Koziak on. The air it's short. So here's Colton Vetter now. Vetter 1 for 2, a ground out and a single. Pitch from Bickett. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Colton Vetter. Singled his last at bat. Bickett sets and delivers. So grounded to short. Walski up with it. It's at second and no relay to first, but they did get the out, and Walski fell down there, kind of bobbled it, but it made a nice recovery. Got it to second. So Vetter reaches on a fielder's choice. And Koziak is out at second base for out number 2. Now, Liam Kiefer, who's 0 for 2, will bat. Throw to first, and back safely is the runner. Bickett sets and fires. Low. Runner takes off. Here's the play, and not in time. So Vetter at second base. For South Border here with 2 down. 1-0 to Kiefer. And the pitch. There's a strike. Nice pitch. 1-1 to Kiefer now. Sales outside. 2-1 to Kiefer. Tying run at second for the Mustangs. 2 down in the top of the 6th. And the pitch. Swing. It's going to go to short. Walski up with it. Fires across and out. Nope. Safe. The throw pulled him off. Now the runner's going to take home. There's no throw. And it's tied at 3. So Walski fired across, and the throw took Boots off first. The runner's safe at first. And Vetter takes home on all that. Not even a play at the plate. And Kiefer is on at first base. So we are locked at 3 now here on the Bank Ford of Carrington scoreboard. Trent Johnson up. Here's the pitch. Let's see the first. I think it's 1-1 or 2-0. Let's check here. 1 for 2 for Johnson tonight, and the pitch. Ball 2 now to Johnson. So locked at 3 in the top of the 6th inning. And the pitch. High and tight. 3-0. Let's see. That might have been ball 4. Yep. So that'll put 2 on now. 2 on, 2 down. Here's Connor Strobel, number 9 batter for the Mustangs. And the pitch from Bickett. There's a strike. 0-1 to Strobel. Strobel 1 for 2, a single and a reach on a fielder's choice tonight. Go ahead, run at second for South Border. Nobody, 2 down. And kind of a check swing, makes contact and be a foul. It'll be 0-2 to Strobel. It's the first run of the ball game for South Border since the first inning. It's a chopper, and second baseman charging, throws underhands to first. They get him out. Nice play. Roller gets Strobel out, so it's going to be a 4-3. And that's going to do it here for South Border. But they do come up with a run. They leave 2 stranded. Now we will head to the home half of the 6th. Your new score, Carrington 3, South Border 3.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Did you know that Bassett Motors has over 300 pre-owned vehicles to choose from and a great selection of new vehicles arriving daily? At Bassett Motors, hometown hospitality and personal service is their goal. Come and experience a relaxed buying process. They will handle everything from financing and licensing to accessorizing your new vehicle. Give them a call at 701-652-2955 or check them out online at BassettMotors.com. Bassett Motors, where our customers send their friends.
There we go, heading to the home half of the 6th. Be 5, 6, 7 batters here for Carrington. Bason's marrying Coots to face Nitschke. Bason's 0 for 2 tonight. He's reached a strikeout and line drive out. Yeah, that one's inside. So 2 balls, no strikes to Bason's here of Carrington. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Bason, so it'll be 2 balls and 1 strike. Nitschke working and fires. Swing, fly ball, and left fielder going. That's going to sail over the head, and that'll be a double for Basons as it sailed over the head of Johnson. So leadoff double here for Basons. That's his first hit of the ball game tonight. Well hit to left center. So runner at second. Go ahead run for Carrington in the bottom of the 6th. Now it'll be Talon Maring to bat. He's 0 for 2. Strikeout and a flyout tonight. So Nitschke sets, checks the runner, and fires. Shows bunt, and it's foul. 0-1 to Maring. Now throw to second and back safely as the runner. And the pitch, showing bunt again, and there's a strike. So we strike 2 now to Maring, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. There's a bunt right to the pitch. And pitcher gloves, fires across, and they get the out. So Maring retire the 1-3. And that moves the runner over to third now with one down. Coots to bat for Carrington. Go ahead, run at third for the Cardinals in the home half of the sixth. Coots 0 for 1, a strikeout and a walk tonight. He'll face Nitschke and the pitch. Outside, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes to Coots. Nitschke kicks and fires. 2-0 to Coots. Coach Shipman wants to talk to Coots. Meets him between third and home. So Coots back in the box. Here's the 2-0. There's a strike. 2-1 now to Jamison Coots. Coots back in the box. And the 2-1. Outside. 3-1 to Coots. Full wind and the 3-1 coming in. There's a grounder to go at first. They're going to go home and throws way off target. Cardinals take the lead. And Coots will round first, and he'll go to second. So the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the bottom of the sixth. Upsall at first, gloved it, tried to go home, and the throw is way off. So Coots safely at second now. So scoring is base-ons. And Coots at second. So 4-3, Cardinals have retaken the lead now. Here in the bottom of the sixth, on the bank forward of Carrington's scoreboard, Cody Otto now, who's 0 for 2. Strike out and drop third strike. So number 4 is running. That's Blake Broughton at second base now. So Blake Broughton at second. So here's the pitch. Be a ball on the inside. Nitschke checks the runner at second in the pitch. Ball. 2-0 to Otto. I think that's Otto up. I believe so. And the pitch. Swing a fly ball. Right fielder tracking and makes the play. Runner tags and no throw. So runner will be at third base. So Otto flies out to right. And Broughton at third now. And now here's James Rowell. That'll get a meeting of the infield. So 2 down. We'll be back right after this on yourliveevent.com.
Come make pasta with us. Combine your love of North Dakota and agriculture with a great career at Dakota Growers. They provide you room to grow in your career, develop your skills, and they always put safety first in their state-of-the-art facility. Check out all of their fantastic opportunities at jobs.postholdings.com or scan the QR code. Contact Erica at 701-540-6152 or Wendy 701-997-5066.
At Gar Dental Center, dentistry is about people first. They're proud to offer exceptional care to Carrington and the surrounding areas. Meet Dr. Gar and Dr. Sam and their dedicated team of dental professionals. Gar Dental is your home for dental implants, along with a wide variety of services, including guided biofilm therapy. Their experienced dental team is here to ensure you smile with confidence. Visit them at gardental.com or call 701-652-2300 to schedule an appointment today.
See you soon.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
What's going on today? I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassiz Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems or working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve, so we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they'll come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Call 701-636-2119 or planter.com.
Did you know that Bassett Motors has over 300 pre-owned vehicles to choose from and a great selection of new vehicles arriving daily? At Bassett Motors, hometown hospitality and personal service is their goal. Come and experience a relaxed buying process. They will handle everything from financing and licensing to accessorizing your new vehicle. Give them a call at 701-652-2955 or check them out online at BassettMotors.com. Bassett Motors, where our customers send their friends. Life is full of surprises, and at Bickett Insurance Agency of Carrington, they're here to protect what matters most to you. Bickett Insurance is your local auto owner's insurance agency, offering home, auto, business, crop, health, or life insurance with personalized solutions tailored to your needs and budget. With over 20 years of experience, trust Bickett Insurance Agency to provide you with peace of mind. Let's ensure your future is secure with Bickett Insurance Agency services, serving Foster and Stutzman counties and throughout the state of North Dakota. Bickett Insurance, your local auto owner's insurance agency, protecting what matters most.
New pitcher now, I think, is Trent Johnson for South Border. And I think it's Caleb Koziak still catching behind the plate, I believe. I had two number 20s on the roster. So I'm pretty sure I think this is Trent Johnson pitching now. And that's going to do it here. So we got James Rao out. So, all right. So Carrington will come up with a big run, though. And they'll have the lead heading in now to the top of the seventh. So last chance for South Border. They will send 1, 2, 3 batters. Blake Goebel will lead it off when we return.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Transform your home with Central City Lumber, your one-stop shop for all your home improvement needs. From showplace cabinets, stylish flooring, and Valspar paint, they have everything you need to bring your vision to life. Their expert team is here to help you choose the perfect materials and provide expert advice for your projects. Plus, they build custom portable homes that can be moved anywhere in North Dakota. Visit Central City Lumber in Carrington today and see why they're the go-to destination for home improvement. Stop by and let's get started on your next project. Central City Lumber, quality you can build on.
Well, welcome back here to New Rockford. I'm Greg for YourLiveEvent.com. Thanks for tuning in. And we're in the top of the 7th, and Pickett's still out there for the Carrington Cardinals. So he'll face Blake Goebel. He's 1 for 2, a walk, fly out, and a single tonight. Cardinals holding on to a 4-3 lead, first offering. And there's a swing and a miss, so we strike 1 to Goebel. So the bank forward of Carrington scoreboard, 4-3 Carrington. Cardinals have just retaken the lead in the bottom of the 6th. After South Border tied it in the top of the 6th, here's the pitch. Low, so we count even now. 1 ball, 1 strike from Josh Pickett of the Carrington Cardinals. I got him down for 98 pitches now. Here's the pitch from Pickett. Swing. And a drop. Let's see, and there's going to be no play. No, they did get him out. I'm not sure. I think, yeah, they did get him out. So the drop, third strike, they fired down, they got him out. So Goebel is out. And now it'll be Parker Solway, number 2 batter on the order for the Mustangs. 1 down. And the pitch from the righty, Pickett. A low 1-0 to Parker Solway. Solway 2 for 3 tonight. Triple, single, and a line drive out. He's been hitting the ball well. Pickett fires. There's a ball, and that'll get past short and third for another base hit into left field. So Solway will reach on a 1-out single. And that'll bring up Berkeley France now, who's 1 for 3, a single, fly out, and a ground out. So France, number 3 batter. Bat here for South Border. Tying run at first and 1 down. Pickett fires. It's outside, 1-0 to France. This game an hour and 35 minutes old now here tonight. Starting to cool off a little bit here in New Rockford. Lights are on. And the pitch. And misses, so it's going to be, let's see, 2-0 now to France. Pickett kicks and is on the mound now. Looks in. And now the pitch. High. 3-1 to France. And here comes here it's ball 3 now. Bounces off the glove. Takes a runner to second. So Solway at second now with 1 down. So tying run at second for South Border. Here's the 3-1. Just got a piece. 3-1 or 3-2? I got to double check here. It is 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes to France. Pickett sets, checks second, and the pitch. Swinging a fly ball. And shortstop Wolski backpedaling, makes the play. That holds the runner. So France is out on a pop-up to short. 2 down now. It's up to Kolnitzki for the Mustangs. Last chance for South Border here in the top of the 7th. Tying run at second. Parker Solway at second. Pitch misses. Ball gets away. Runner takes off. Here's a play. And ball trickles away. Be a ball. Solway at third now. With 2 down. So tying run at third for South Border. 2 down. It's 1-0 to Kolnitzki, the cleanup man for the Mustangs. Now that'll get a visit to the mound. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be back to New Rockford right after this.
At Sendak Cooperative, we are proud to be your trusted full-service grain agronomy and energy choice for our communities in central North Dakota. For all of your grain agronomy and energy decisions, they are proud to support our local farmers and communities we work and live in. With our state-of-the-art facilities and dedicated team, we ensure your farming operation will be looked at with care and efficiency. Whether you're looking for marketing decisions, agronomy needs, fuel for your operation, or a hot cup of coffee at their C-stores, Sendak Cooperative has you covered. Visit them online at sendakcooperative.com to learn more about how they can serve you. Sendak Cooperative, proud to serve our communities in central North Dakota.
All right, after the visit to the mound, back to live action. It's 1-0 to Cole Nitschke, who has struck out 3 times tonight against Pickett. Pitch from Josh Pickett. Ball. 2-0 to Nitschke. Solway represents the tying run here for the Mustangs with 2 down in the top of the 7th. Pitch from Pickett. Swing. Popped up and foul. So we strike 1 to Nitschke now. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Nitschke at the plate for the Mustangs. Nitschke steps out. Gets back in there. 2 balls and 1 strike. Pickett fires. There's a strike. So the Mustangs down to the last strike here in the top of the 7th. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Nitschke. Tying run at third for the South Border Mustangs. Pickett fires. Swinging a roller. That's going to get into left field for a base hit. And that'll score the tying run. And we are locked here at 7 in the top of the 7th at 4-all. So Nitschke comes in. It's his first hit of the ball game. He had struck out 3 previous times. And he knocks in Solway for the tying run here in the top of the 7th. So we are now tied tied again at 4. Another tie here. And here's a shot to third, and then everybody's going to be safe. So the ball gets past third into left field. So single for Koziak puts 2 on. And still 2 down. Here's Colton Vetter now, the number 6 batter for South Border. Vetter 1 for 3, a ground out single and a reach on a fielder's choice. Got a courtesy runner at first. It's number 12 over there at first. Jay Gehring. Pickett sets. And the pitch. There's a swing. Fly ball. Bickett makes the play. So Vetter's out on a pop-up to the pitcher. And that's going to do it here for South Border. But they come up with a big run to tie this one and send it to the home half of the 7th inning. So on the bank forward of Carrington scoreboard, it's Carrington and South Border locked at 4.
Central Pharmacy is here to care for your whole health. With locations in Carrington and New Rockford, we offer comprehensive health screenings, including blood pressure checks, diabetes monitoring, and immunizations. Our expert team also provides complete medication reviews to ensure you're on the right track. At Central Pharmacy, we have everything you need for your health and living needs. Experience top-notch pharmacy services with a personal touch. Visit Central Pharmacy today, where your health is our priority. Central Pharmacy in Carrington and New Rockford. Your health, our mission.
Want to stay up to date on things happening in Carrington? Tune in to Carrington Cardinals Community Chatter every Thursday night on your live event on YouTube. Join us for lively conversations with local leaders and officials. Get the latest on community events, meetings, and insights that matter most to you. Stay informed, stay connected with Carrington Cardinals Community Chatter, where our community comes alive. Carrington Cardinals Community Chatter, Thursday nights right here on your live event on YouTube.
In our community, we're dedicated to keeping you and your family healthy and strong. At CHI, St. Alexius Health Carrington Medical Center, we offer top-tier care for everyone, including our local athletes. From routine checkups to specialized sports medicine, our expert team ensures you're in top shape to perform your best. Caring for our community and supporting local athletes, because your health and performance are our top priorities. Dedicated to you and our athletes. Visit chistalexiushealth.org or call 701-652-2515 to learn more. CHI St. Alexius Health Carrington Medical Center, where care meets commitment.
All right, here we go. Home half the 7th. We're locked at 4 as South Border tied it in the top of the 7th. So for Carrington here in the bottom of the 7th, they're going to bring up 1, 2, 3 batters here. Bickett, Wolski, Whitman to face Trent Johnson. I believe that's Trent Johnson out there. Trent Johnson, number 20. I'm just going to the NDHSAA roster website as my roster card had 2 number 20s. So Johnson and Koziak were both listed at 20. So the NDHSA says that Johnson's 20 and Koziak is actually 7. So I'm going to go with that. So, all right, here's Josh Bickett. Bickett will bat to face Johnson, the second pitcher of the ball game, relieved the pitcher Nitschke, who's at first now. Here's the ball. So 1-0 to Bickett. And we got Connor Strobel in left and Colton Vetter in right, Berkeley France in center. Here's the pitch from Trent Johnson of South Border. There's a ball. Oh, actually 1-1. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Josh Bickett at the plate for the Cardinals. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. So it'll be 1-2 to Josh Bickett. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bickett. Pitch from Johnson. Swinging a foul. So Bickett stays alive at 1-2. Here's the pitch from Johnson of South Border. Swinging a foul back again. So Bickett fighting some off here. Stays alive at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Righty takes the sign and delivers. There's a called strike 3, and Bickett gets Scott looking for out number 1. Here's Tate Wolski now. So Wolski, let's see, he's 0 for 1, a walk, strikeout, sack, bunt tonight. This game an hour and 45 minutes old now. There's a foul, so it'll be 0-1 to Wolski. Might have been a swing and a miss, actually. So no balls, 1 strike to Wolski. Pitch from Johnson. High and tight. 1-1 to Wolski. Pretty tight throughout this one. Tied here in the bottom of the 7th. And the pitch. There's a strike. 1-2 to Wolski now. Pitch from Johnson. Got him to chase. Ball gets away. Catcher fires over to first and out. So Wolski's out. 2 down. Here's Max Whitman now for the Carrington Cardinals. Whitman 1 for 3, a triple, reached on air, and a flyout tonight for the Cardinals catcher. He digs in to face Johnson of South Border. And the pitch. There's a strike. 0-1 to Whitman. Johnson now coming in last inning. 14 pitches. Here's a pitch from the righty. Strike 2. So coming right at Whitman. No balls, 2 strikes. Whitman gets back in. And the pitch. Missing. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Whitman. Here it is, and it's going to be a fly ball. Center fielder tracking and going back, makes the play. That's France in center. So Whitman is out on a fly out to center. And we are now heading to the top of the 8th. We got free baseball, everybody. So we'll head to the top of the 8th. And still tied at 4, Carrington and South Border on the Bank Forward of Carrington scoreboard. We'll be back on yourliveevent.com.
At Carrington Public Schools, their mission is empowering our students for the future. You can visit their website, carrington.k12.nd.us, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Cardinals pride with student updates and events with Carrington Public Schools. Carrington Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Cardinals. Learn more at carrington.k12.nd.us.
Dakota Growers Pasta Company of Carrington turns premium local durum wheat into a variety of mouth-watering pasta. From classic spaghetti to rich, hearty lasagna, their expert team crafts every shape and flavor with care. Their commitment to quality means you're getting pasta made with the finest local ingredients. Taste the difference that local durum wheat makes. For more information, visit 8avpasta.com and join them in celebrating the art of pasta making right in our community. Buen appetito!
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good!
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
At Gar Dental Center, dentistry is about people first. They're proud to offer exceptional care to Carrington and the surrounding areas. Meet Dr. Gar and Dr. Sam and their dedicated team of dental professionals. Gar Dental is your home for dental implants, along with a wide variety of services, including guided biofilm therapy. Their experienced dental team is here to ensure you smile with confidence. Visit them at gardental.com or call 701-652-2300 to schedule an appointment today.
See you soon.
We got a new pitcher now for the Carrington Cardinals. Facing Liam Kiefer. And it's 2 balls and no strikes to Kiefer. Kiefer 0 for 3, a flyout. A couple of flyouts reached on an error. So Josh Pickett in center field now. And the pitch. That's a ball. It's going to be 3 balls and 1 strike to Kiefer at the plate. Pitch on the right, he goes behind his back. So Kiefer will be at first. So the go-ahead run now at first for South Border. Trent Johnson now for South Border will bat. There's a strike to Johnson. No balls and 1 strike to Johnson. It's going to be a grounder. That's going to get in left field for a base hit. So Johnson with a single moves Kiefer to second base. Still nobody out here for South Border in the top of the 8th. Now Connor Strobel will bat. Connor Strobel 1 for 3, single, reach on a fielder's choice, and a ground out tonight. There's a strike. Sitting the pitch, there's a strike again. That's Bason's out there pitching now. And the pitch. There's called strike 3. So out number 1. Now Blake Goebel. Goebel 1 for 3, a walk, fly out, single, and a strikeout tonight. So Goebel digs in to face Basons here in the top of the 8th. There's a strike. It's 0-1 to Blake Goebel. Got him to chase one. This will be 0-2 now. No balls and 2 strikes to Goebel. Pitch from Jacob Basons. Missing. First ball now. So we 1 ball, 2 strikes to Goebel, number 1 leadoff man for the Mustangs here. Bank forward of Carrington scoreboard, locked at 4, top of the 8th inning. There's another ball. 2-2 count even now to Goebel. And the pitch. There's a fly ball. That's going to get into center field for a base hit. And the ball gets past the center fielder, Bickett. That'll score 1 run. And runner rounding third. They're going to send him. And no play. And South Border is taking the lead here now, 6-4. So probably a single, RBI single and an error. So Goebel will reach on the single, and that scores Kiefer. And then Johnson scores on the air. The center fielder Bickett, and Goebel takes second. So 2 runs across, and now South Border up 6-4 over the Cardinals. And runner at second base. Still only 1 out. Minnesota up over the Angels 11-3. Here's Salwai now, who's been hitting a hot bat. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Salwai, who's 3 for 4 tonight. Triple and 2 singles and a line drive out. South Border has tied their largest lead here. They led 2-0 at the end of the top of the first inning. And Carrington got 3 runs back in the bottom of the first to take the lead. It's been very tight here. Very tight contest tonight here in New Rockford. This game approaching 2 hours old now. We started an hour late, so it's approaching 9 o'clock here tonight. Here's a pitch from Basons. There's a fly ball in the infield. And the ball gets away. And everybody's going to be safe. So the infield hit there for Salwai. That takes Goebel to third. So runners at first and third. Still only 1 out. Here's Berkeley France now. France 1 for 4. Single, then a fly out, ground out, and a fly out tonight for the number 3 batter for South Border. Basons sets and delivers. Low. 1 ball, no strikes to Berkeley France. Here's the pitch. Swing and foul. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Berkeley France. South Border Mustangs. So Parker Salway at first. Goebel at third for South Border. Here's the pitch. Oh, it's a high chop over the pitcher. Roller grabs it. Goes to second. They get the out at second. Runner scores. So France will get the knocked in run. Scoring Goebel. And then out at second. So another run across here. So it's going to be 7-4 now. Runner at first base. 2 down. 3 runs across here for South Border in the top of the 8th inning. Pitch from Basons coming in the 0-2. Called strike 3. Wolnitsky strikes out. That's going to do it here. But a big inning for South Border. They'll leave a runner stranded. And we'll head now to the bottom of the 8th. And last chance for Carrington now here in the bottom of the 8th, as they're down to South Border by the score of 7-4 on the Bank Forward of Carrington scoreboard. We'll be back.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
A foundation forged in their grandfather's shop. Matt and Mike Martins know firsthand the value of quality machinery. At Martins Welding and Machine, they rely on generations of knowledge and expertise in creating quality products for farmers, ranchers, residents, and businesses across North Dakota and beyond. To browse their full selection of bin caps, bale feeders, rock lifts, disc attachments, and more, visit martinswelding.com. Also ask about their power lift hydraulic doors. Martins Welding and Machine. Matt and Mike will make it right.
Welcome back here to New Rockford. I'm Greg for YourLiveEvent.com. And the Cardinals will send 4, 5, 6 batters here. Roller, Basons, and Maring to face Trent Johnson of South Border. The Mustangs get 3 in the top of the 8th, including some Carrington errors. And so the Cardinals will bat here. Roller will lead it off. He's 0 for 3. Strikeouts and a flyout tonight. He'll face Trent Johnson here of South Border. So unofficially, I got South Border down 7 runs, 14 hits, 1 error, 9 left. Carrington, 4 runs, 2 hits, 4 errors tonight, 5 left on base. Okay, so Roller will dig in here, the second baseman and cleanup man for the Cardinals, and down by 3 runs is the largest lead for any team tonight. All right, so Johnson for South Border delivers to Roller. There's a ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes to Roller. And the pitch. There's a strike. 1-1 the count now to Roller, the right-handed batter for the Cardinals. It's a pitch from the righty. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Roller. Righty fires in. Got him to chase. Strikeout. Roller is out. 1 down. 1 up and 1 down. Here's Jacob Basons now. So Cardinals down to their last 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Trent Johnson delivers. Outside, 1-0. Oh, that was called a strike. Never mind. 0-1 to Basons. 1 for 3 tonight for Basons. So we're going to follow back. So Basons quickly down to the count here now. No balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Outside. 1-2 to Basons. Here's the pitch. Sails outside, so count even now. At 2-2 to Basons. Ball gets away, but nobody on base or anything. Swing and a fly ball. And it's going to be foul down the right field line. So Basons stays alive at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Basons. And the pitch. Ball, count full now. So Basons works at full, 3-2. 7-4 South Border leading in the Bank Ford of Carrington scoreboard here in the bottom of the 8th. And the pitch. Called strike 2, or 3 rather. Basons gets caught looking for out number 2. Now it's up to Talon Maring. The Cardinals, last chance for the Cardinals here in the bottom of the 8th, down by 3 runs. First offering to Maring. Misses, 1 ball and no strikes. Talon Maring tonight 0 for 2, a strikeout, flyout, and a sac bunt. There's a strike, so count even now. 1 ball, 1 strike to Maring. Swinging a foul, so the Cardinals down to the last strike here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 1-2 to Maring. Here's the pitch from the righty. Going to be outside. 2-2 to Maring. And the 2-2. Low one outside. So it'll be 3-2. So Maring works the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the payoff. A walk. So Maring will reach with 2 outs. Here's Coots now. So 2-out walk puts Maring at first. Johnson working and delivers. Swing and a miss. Going to be strike 1 to Luke Coots. Or I'm sorry, Luke Coots. Jamison Coots. Jamison is 0 for 2. Strikeout, walk, and reach on a fielder's choice. And the pitch. High. 1-1 to Coots. Johnson sets in the pitch. Owens inside. 2-1 to Coots. Owens inside again. So it'll be 3-1 now to Jamison Coots. They call balk? I think they did. Yep. I think they call the balk. So runner at second now. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So it'll be 3 balls and 2 strikes to Coots. Here's a payoff. A walk. Tying run's going to come up here for Carrington with 2 down. Here's Cody Otto, who's 0 for 3. A strikeout, reached base and a drop third, and fly out. So Otto will dig in, number 8 batter in the order for the Cardinals here in the bottom of the 8th. He represents a tying run here with 2 down. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Cody Otto. No balls and 1 strike. Pitch misses, so it's going to be a ball. Runner at third, rather. So runners at the corners here. And the pitch. There's a strike. Cardinals down to their last strike here once again in the home half of the eighth. And the pitch. Missing outside, 2-2 to Cody Otto. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to the right-handed batter for Carrington. Back in the box and the pitch coming in. And just missing, so it's going to be 3-2 now. Count full to Otto here with 2 down. Runners at the corners. 7-4 South Border. And the pitch, payoff. He walked him. Bases loaded for James Rowell. So Cardinals making things interesting here in the home half of the eighth. Tying run at first, winning run at the plate. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul. This will be 0-1. Rowell, it's 0 for 3 tonight. Strikeout, fly out, and a strikeout. Bases loaded. And the pitch to Rowell. Grounder. Going to go to second. Up with it and to first, and that's going to do it. So Rowell grounds out to second. And that's going to do it here for this one. So South Border is going to hang on, and they'll win it over Carrington 7-4 tonight. Game lasted 2 hours, 10 minutes. And so that's going to be your final 7-4. South Border hangs on here as the Cardinals got the bases loaded in the bottom of the eighth, but couldn't get any runs across here in the bottom of the eighth. So, all right, we'll take a break. We'll be back to wrap things up here from New Rockford right after this on yourliveevent.com.
Whether you're local or driving through Carrington, make sure to stop into the Prairie Inn restaurant. They have the best breakfast and coffee, but they also have some of the best dinner and supper entrees too. The Prairie Inn is your breakfast, dinner, and supper headquarters. Stop in and you can sink your teeth into some tasty sandwiches and soups. Take a trip through the Express Line Salad Bar with hot entree and, of course, the delicious pies and desserts. Located right by the roundabout in Carrington. Call 701-652-3976.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Did you know that Bassett Motors has over 300 pre-owned vehicles to choose from and a great selection of new vehicles arriving daily? At Bassett Motors, hometown hospitality and personal service is their goal. Come and experience a relaxed buying process. They will handle everything from financing and licensing to accessorizing your new vehicle. Give them a call at 701-652-2955 or check them out online at BassettMotors.com. Bassett Motors, where our customers send their friends.
Welcome back here to New Rockford. I'm Greg for YourLiveEvent.com. And another one of the books. This is going to go to South Border Mustangs as they hold on for the win here over Carrington by the final score of 7-4. And now with the win, South Border will improve to 3-2 as far as the standings here are concerned. So they're 3-2 now in Region 3 play. And Carrington will suffer their first region loss. They're 2-1 now in region play and 2-5 overall. South Border is also 2. Let's see here. Actually, they're 3-2 in the region and 3-2 overall as they split here today, as they lost to New Rockford Cheyenne earlier today, 10-6. And let's recap the scoring in this one, all unofficial, of course. Carrington, I had him down 4 runs, 2 hits, 4 errors, 8 left. South Border, 7 runs, 14 hits, 1 error, 9 left. South Border scored 2 in the top of the first, and Carrington got 3 back. They had the lead 3-2. Then we were scoreless all the way to the top of the 6th. South Border got another run, tied it. Carrington retook the lead, scored a run in the bottom of the 6th to take the lead 4-3. And then South Border tied it in the top of the 7th. And then they score 3 in the top of the 8th. And they hold on. They hold the Carrington Cardinals here scoreless in the bottom of the 8th. So the Cardinals got the bases loaded, but they would get no runs across. So 3 runs in the top of the 8th, and the Mustangs get the win here, 7-4 over Carrington. Let's check out the batting for South Border. Blake Goebel had a couple of hits and an RBI tonight, scored 2 runs. Parker Solway, 4 hits tonight, 3 singles and a triple and RBI, and scored twice. France had 2 hits tonight, 2 singles, 2 RBI. Nitschke had a single and an RBI. Koziak had a single. Colton Vetter had a single, scored once. And Trent Johnson had a couple of singles tonight, scored once. Connor Strobel had a single tonight as well, looks like. For Carrington, Whitman had a triple and an RBI, and then Basons had a hit as well, a double, and scored once. Whitman scored once, so did Walski and Bickett for the 4 runs for the Cardinals. Winning pitcher, I think, let's see, I think going to go to Trent Johnson tonight. So Cole Nitschke works 5 2/3, 92 pitches, 4 runs, 4 earned, 9 Ks, 2 hits, 4 walks. Trent Johnson comes in. I think that was Trent there at number 20, I believe. 2 1/3, 48 pitches, no runs, 5 Ks, no hits, 3 walks. For Carrington pitching tonight, Josh Bickett, 7 innings of work, 117 pitches, 4 runs, 3 earned, 6 Ks, 3 walks, 10 hits. Jacob Basons, an inning of work, 15 pitches, 1 run, 1 earned, 2 Ks, 3 hits, no walks. Basons will take the loss, and that will do it for our stats here tonight. So, all right, well, let's recap the day here. There were 5 games in New Rockford tonight. First game saw Lemoore Litchfield Marion over Langdon 3-2. And game 2 saw Langdon over New Rockford Cheyenne 10-7. Game 3, Park River beat Lemoore Litchfield Marion. Didn't catch a final in that one. And then game 4 saw New Rockford Cheyenne over South Border 10-6. And the final game here tonight saw South Border defeat Carrington by the final score of 7-4. So that's going to wrap up things in our broadcast here tonight. Our next broadcast on your live event will be next week Tuesday, as we'll be back. We'll be right back up here in New Rockford for Region 3 baseball contest. New Rockford Cheyenne taking on Carrington. That's kind of an earlier start time. 3 o'clock, so we'll be on the air a little bit before that for that broadcast next week Tuesday, the 29th. So Carrington hosting New Rockford Cheyenne, and that will be here in New Rockford. I'll have to double check. I think if that's a Carrington home game or a New Rockford home game, I'll have to double check. But first, Carrington playing all their home games here in New Rockford. So, but we'll let you know, of course, Tuesday when that game comes up. So, complete schedule. You can watch previous broadcasts and see our future schedule and everything right here on yourliveevent.com. I want to thank all my sponsors for making this broadcast possible, bringing you Carrington baseball here tonight and all year long. So we appreciate that. And please remember, folks, to support the businesses who support these wildly broadcasts. Once again, your final from New Rockford tonight as South Border wins it in 8 innings tonight. Final score 7-4. All right, have a great rest of your night and weekend, and I will talk to you again soon.